All right. Hello, everyone. I am very excited for today's video because today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. Now, I've been loving music lately, so I'm a huge Beatles fan. However, I have not heard all their music. So we're going to go album through album. At the end, once we're done with their entire discography, I'll rate my top three probably. Starting off with the Beatles, Please Please Me. Now, according to Spotify, and from as far as I understand, this is technically their official first album. Right. Please Please Me is a debut studio album by the English rock band The Beatles. So it was released on March 22nd, 1963. It has been exactly 60 years since this album has been released. I will say now though, George Harrison is my favorite Beatle. I know, I'm different. Runner-up is Paul, of course. Now, I do know a lot of songs from this album, but I do not know every single one. Alright, track number 1, Please Please Me. I saw her standing there. Let's do it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I love the intro. That's Paul McCartney. The thing I like about this song is it's very upbeat. It's like the perfect welcome to the Beatles. We are the Beatles, and I think it's a very nice, happy, upbeat introduction. Standing there. Oh, I love that. So good. Yeah, let's go, Paul. Yeah, that was super good. That gets a like. So yeah, that was a very good introduction to their album. And this album is very different from a lot of their other albums. I think early off, the Beatles had a very different style than they did when they finished off. And when people generally think of the Beatles, they think of this type of music. I think of things like Let It Be and Abbey Road. But I am still a really big fan of this style of their music too. I think it's very enjoyable. Track number 2, Misery. Let's take a look. Or shall I say, oh, listen. Love the harmonizing.
It's gonna be a drag misery.
So this would be like John's first time on main vocals, right? With Paul McCartney. Misery.
All the little things we've done.
Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum.
Ooh, my misery.
Oh, I love that ending. I didn't catch that before. Alright, that was very good. And for those who aren't familiar with the Beatles, let's give a little introduction here. On the far left, we got Ringo Starr. He is the drummer of the Beatles. Second in line, we have Paul McCartney. He's probably the most popular of the 4 Beatles. To this day, he's still making music. I actually saw Paul McCartney live last February, so it's actually been just about a year since I've seen him live out in Washington. It was very cool. I loved it so much. He played so many different songs, and I actually recorded a ton while we were there, so I'm thinking of making a vlog out of it. Anywho, Paul McCartney is very highly praised. He was knighted by the Queen, so he is actually Sir Paul McCartney, and many consider him like the lead vocalist of the band. He's on probably the majority of the tracks by the Beatles. Next in line is George Harrison. Now, this is my personal favorite. George Harrison is actually deceased though. He died around early 2000, I want to say, a couple years before I was born. He is the guitarist of the band and was on a couple tracks here and there. He didn't get nearly as much action as Paul McCartney or John Lennon over here, but the tracks that he were on are actually like my favorite tracks by the Beatles. He has a very nice style and can really groove with it, but I do love Paul McCartney very much. He's my second favorite. And last and certainly not least, John Lennon. I'm pretty sure everyone knows or has heard the name of John Lennon at some point. Every Christmas time his music plays War Is Over. War is over. And Paul McCartney as well. He has Wonderful Christmas Time, A Wonderful Christmas Time. John was, I'd say, just behind Paul McCartney. They basically did the same amount of tracks for the Beatles, but I think Paul maybe has a little bit more. I cannot confirm. It could be the other way around. But there we have it. Ringo Starr, Paul McCartney, George Harrison, and John Lennon, the Beatles. Okay, track number 3. Anna, Go to Him. Already love the intro. Very swoony 50s feeling. I'm sorry, 60s.
You come and ask me, girl.
So this is John Lennon.
Go with him, but if he loves you more, go with him. All of my life, love you. But let me tell you now, breaks my heart and leave me sad. What am I?
Anna.
You can go with him, girl.
That was really good. I found a new like love and respect for that song now that I didn't have before. Okay, next up, Chains, track 4. Let's do it. Look at that little harmonica.
Chains, my baby's got me locked up in chains. Please believe me when I tell you, but I can't break away from all of these chains.
Such a fun song. Hey, that was really good. I don't remember that song. I don't think I've heard this song before. I really like it. That was very nice. I like that a lot. Okay, track number 5, Boys. I don't think I've listened to this one before, so I'm excited. Ooh, it's a fun start. Okay, first impression is kind of like a cowboyish song. Definitely have not heard this one yet. Ooh, Paul's screaming in the background. I love it. Oh, Paul, man. That little guitar thing they did is like the best thing I've heard of all these tracks so far. Man, Paul's little thing in the back is so nice. I like that. That was good. Yeah, I definitely haven't heard that one before. That's cool. Okay, next up, track 6, Ask Me Why. Oh, I love this one.
I love you. That I know that
I didn't know this was the title of it. So beautiful, man.
But you're the only love that I've ever had. It's happened to me. Misery. Ask me why. And it's true that I know that
Such a nice little romantic ending. I love it. Wow, wow, wow. Ask Me Why will be number 1 so far out of the first 6 tracks. That was just very nice. I love that so much. Okay, next up, track 7, Please Please Me.
Last night I said these words to my girl.
Ah, this song.
Please, 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 won't care like I please you. You don't need me to show the way, love.
Come on,
Come on,
come on.
please, 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 won't
This is such a groove. Do 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 do. They always end their songs off so well. Track 8, Love Me Do. This is a very popular Beatles song. Oh, love me do.
love me do.
Do 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 do.
know I love you. Someone to love, somebody new. So please,
Oh, love me do. The harmonica goes off in this song. Yay, I think it's a like for sure. Track number 9, P.S. I Love You. Let's do it.
as I write this letter,
Haven't heard this one.
send my love to you. Treasure these few words till we're together. P.S. I love you. Till we're together. Keep
Paul's voice, man.
love forever. You know I want you to remember that I'll always, I love you.
Let's go, Paul. Beautiful. I think one of the big things that latched onto the Beatles was how easy it was to sing along with their songs. Catchy, and you kind of like can predict what's happening next, and I think a lot of people love that about them. P.S. I Love You. Very good. Like that a lot. Alrighty, we've hit double digits. Track number 10, Baby It's You. Ooh, what's a different little intro?
It's not the way you smile. Oh, many, many, many nights go by. Can't help myself.
This is awesome. I never heard this.
'Cause baby, it's you. They say you never, 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 ever been true. Oh, it doesn't matter.
This is gonna take top 3 for sure. This is John Lennon.
'Cause baby,
Was it always John Lennon? I thought it was Paul McCartney in the beginning.
don't leave me all alone.
I am very impressed by that song. I did not think I'd like it as much as I did. I'm honestly shocked how much I like it. This is gonna take top 3 for sure. A newfound song for love and respect. Baby 2, track 10, awesome. Track 11, Do You Want to Know a Secret? I believe I know this track.
You'll never know how much I really
I do know this track.
care.
Ooh.
Listen,
Oh.
whoa, whoa, closer, but you long to hear. I'm in love with you. Let me whisper in your ear.
John is carrying this album. Paul still did very good.
I've known a secret for a week or two. Nobody knows, just we two. Listen, do you want to know a secret?
That was so good. Oh my god. First of the last 3, we got track 12, A Taste of Honey.
A taste of honey. I dream on your first kiss. I feel upon my lips. Taste of honey.
Okay, I just have to say, it seems like with this album, Paul did a lot of the swoony songs, such as A Taste of Honey, versus John did a lot of the like more rockish sounding songs. I think it might have just sounded a little more instrumental when it was John versus Paul's songs right now are very, very isolated on his vocals.
I'll come back for the honey and you. Do-do-do-do. Yours was the kiss that awoke my heart. I'll come back. He'll come back.
What a beautiful ending. Criminally underrated song. I've heard people ranking this song as one of the Beatles' weakest. Okay, I will say myself, this wasn't my favorite on the album, but I still really like it. It's really unique. This is a perfect spaghetti western song. Okay, track 13, There's a Place. Let's check this out. Okay, I know this one.
There's a place where I can go, and it's my mind. I think of you, only you. In my mind, there's no sorrow.
See, this is what I mean. This is a John song, and it's way more instrumental. Like, his vocals almost are, like, drowned out from all the instrumental, where A Taste of Honey was, like, isolated on Paul's vocals. And I've noticed that with a lot of Paul and John's later songs as well, so nothing wrong with that. It's just interesting how they have, like, a slightly different taste of style.
Don't you know that it's so? There's a place.
Ooh, that was a surprise.
There's a place.
More harmonica, okay.
There's a place.
Okay, that was very nice. And yeah, the harmonica does remind me more like a Western styled album, which again, nothing wrong with that. I like that. And we have reached our final track, track 14, the final track of Please Please Me, Twist and Shout. This is the first Beatles song that I recognize as, oh, this is the Beatles.
Shake it up, baby.
Bum, 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 bum. Oh, this is when it gets real good right here. Let's go. It's my favorite part, man. Work it on out, baby. Oh, wow. Yeah, and there we have it. We have completed Please Please Me, the Beatles' first official album. It is now time for my top 3 tracks of Please Please Me, the Beatles' first album. My third favorite track of this album is Ask Me Why.
I love you, 'cause you tell me things I want to know.
So milky, it's just so smooth. It's just, the whole time it just like, almost like swoons you, just like, I could totally just relax to this song. Alright, that's all I gotta say about that. My second favorite track on this album now, this one ended up being my second, which I'm kind of surprised because I wasn't really a huge fan of the song always, but this was a whole team effort of a song versus the others were kind of like Paul or John, and especially the way they just harmonized throughout the whole song. Nothing to do with nostalgia, but this is my first Beatles song that I was like, yeah, this is the Beatles, like I said. And the number 1 spot, what is my favorite song on this album? Now, I can understand why people would be like, really, this song? It has a slow start, but what really gets me every time I listen to it is around here.
Oh, it doesn't matter what they say. Don't want nobody.
And just to top it off with that little cool instrument they do. I don't know what it is, xylophone or something, but that is why Baby is my favorite track on this album. I'm even surprised myself, but for as of right now, these are my top 3 favorite tracks on Please Please Me. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'm a huge Beatles fan. I'm super excited to get on with the rest of their albums. And next up is their second album, With the Beatles. Catch you then.